And when I first heard the melody and I heard what you were saying, I was like, this is me. Like it just spoke to me. Like everyone, I mean, you guys don't know me personally, but you guys see my story play out on TV. You see the shade room and all the blogs. You see the comments of the things that people say. Those of you who are familiar with who I am. Just that alone, you can write a story on me. I mean, seriously. I mean, even though you only get a glimpse of it, but just think about how much of my life that is. Those comments, yeah, people like, oh, you're a celebrity, you guys, you used to it. You should be used to it. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt any less.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we don't see it. It doesn't mean that, you know, it's just like everyone on you. And sometimes the things that you might see on the internet could be one thing, and I could be going through something totally different with my family. Then the comments on top of that. So you never know what people are going through, but you only see one side, and just that one side is a lot. So I feel like anything that you can see from someone, even vibes, like some people walk up to me and they're like, I don't know you, but you're so genuine. And I'm like, well, how do you know I'm genuine? People can feel your energy.
Yeah.
They can feel your vibe. Sometimes, you know, you ever been around someone and someone walk up to you and they're like, I just want to tell you a message. I just got a message for you. Just stay focused. Or someone say something to you, you're like, why did that person walk up to me? You know, sometimes things like that is meant, and if you feel the energy of a person, you feel like, you know, I got a song for you. That might be me.
I love that you brought up One Step Away. When we did One Step Away, I think you cried before we sang that. Yeah, they had a moment.
God. Yes.
And the lyric was so, she was talking so much about how she had, I can say shit about what you said.
Yeah,
so she bought a place, and that's a real big thing. You know, it's one thing to beef and go stay with your sister. When you go get a whole lease.
A 2-year lease at that.
Yeah, that's like, so I wrote the lyric, I'm one step away from never coming back home again. And when I said, I can't fix myself this time. You pushed me across the line, I'm one step away. And that lyric, when you sang it, you can hear, when y'all hear the project, when you hear how she sang it, I can't fix myself this time.
I didn't even know I could sing like that. I swear.
But
she
sold it because it was honest to her. Also, keep this in mind too as artists. Everything may not necessarily be your life. What she said was either you going through it, you want to do it, or it's something you experience. Sometimes it's not personally what you've gone through, but you've seen it. When you think about Confessions was not about Usher, it was about Jermaine Dupri. Usher was there and he was like, that story is so dope, I want to relay that message. So I don't want you guys to limit yourself, because it's going to be in the future some songs I'm going to write for Tammy that she might say, well, that's not where I'm at right now. And I might say, but can you relate? So can you give your take? So I want you guys as artists and as producers, and I don't have the arrogance and the ego to be like, we're just singing because I said, we got to learn how to talk to each other. We got to learn how to explain to each other why this is important, why you should sing it in a way that they can appeal to, right? You're right, you understand, kid, how if you're saying something, you might say, I really want you to say this. I have this issue with Usher all the time, because he's always like, but Rico, I'm past it, I'm not there no more. And I'm like, yeah, but they don't know. They don't know that you're not, no pun intended. I'm like, they don't know that you they don't know that you're not there no more. You know, they only see what they see. Mary, we went through that with Mary. When Mary was like, I'm happy right now. You know, we all know that was, no, but she's like, oh man, I'm gonna ball of road right now. But she was like, I'm in a happy place. So what I had to do was say, all right, even if you're in a happy place, I'm gonna write pain. So I wrote Mr. Wrong. Even if you love him, I'm gonna write some pain, because I know that people want to hear pain from you. I don't care how happy Mary is. People just don't want Mary to be happy. They're so messed up, right? So with Tammy, I'm talking to her and I'm trying to say things that I know she'll feel, but I know it's gonna be some things where I know her perspective on this issue would be interesting. And you gotta be willing to try to sing those songs and say those things. So I want to do this thing called word association. I love doing this for artists. So I'm gonna say a word, and this is what you should do as a technique. Obviously, this is the We Love Music Conference, so we're here to teach technique on how to deal with them. So basically, we're imagining that I'm in the studio with Tammy. Nobody's around. She and I just talking, and I think this is a good exercise to do as a writer. It doesn't mean that you're gonna write the song today. Sometimes you just need to go for a drive, ask questions, and then songs kind of manifest themselves, through your subconscious. I'm a strong believer in that, and having conversations and later. I don't like when people think, let's have a conversation and just start writing the conversation. It happens sometimes, and I think I've been doing this long enough to be able to just kind of come up with things, but I don't want you guys to rush that. I want you guys to be patient with the process. So I'm gonna say some words to you, and you don't have to say one word. You can elaborate, explain what this word would mean the first time you hear this word.
Okay.
We're gonna do a few words. So the first word I'm gonna say is betrayal.
I feel like death.
That's a song.
Yeah. Because betrayal, I would tell my husband, it ain't the fact of what you did, it's the fact that you betrayed me. Like, it's like a friendship, like a bond. Like, you can't come, it's hard to get, when someone betray you, it's just hard to get that back. So you might as well be dead to me.
That's a good one, right? So those are good concepts. Betrayal. She said it feels like death. From the songwriter standpoint, I would think to myself, I can approach this a few different ways. I can say, you died to me, or when you betrayed me, I died, or it's like I'm living a betrayal, so I'm like, I don't know, it's like Walking Dead. There's so many different things I can say that can approach. There's so many angles in which you can approach that. So keep that in mind as you ask these words, and we're gonna keep going. So luxury.
When I think of luxury, I would say problems. More money, more problems. That's when you try to live a mirage. Like, it's like when you try to live a luxury lifestyle, most people who have this glamorous luxury lifestyle, some of them are miserable, but you gotta keep that image up. So you can think luxury and think old cars, hoes, money, but really behind all of that, yeah. But behind all of that, what is it really?
Okay, sacrifice. That's one of my favorite words. I want to see what it means to you.
Sacrifice. That's a good one. I guess when you say sacrifice, you can say your soul. Some people, not saying you have to sacrifice your soul, but there are going to be some things that you're going to